So good morning everyone. In this video I am going to discuss about different forms as per New Drugs and Clinical Trial 2019 of India. As earlier we have discussed various important points related to NDCT of 2019. Earlier when we would like to conduct a clinical trial in India, as per schedule by we have to fill form number 44. What as per new drugs and clinical trial rule, there are a different forms for different purposes. So what are these forms and what is their purpose? CT01 is a form which if you want to register or renewal of your ethics committee, you have to fill CT01, and grant of registrations of that ethics committee you will get in a CT02. And for the application of registrations of ethics committee, there is no fees you have to be paid for the regulatory authorities. CT03 is the grant of registration related to your basic health research protocols. CT04 is the important form, particularly if you would like to get a permission to conduct a clinical trial. So this CT04 application for grant of permission to conduct clinical trial, whether it's a phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 or phase 4. So phase 1, and there are a fees to along with this application you have to submit the fees. For phase 1 trials the fees is 3 lakhs. For phase 2, 3 and 4 trials fees is 2 lakhs. So this CT04A is particularly related to information to initiate clinical trial. This is applicable when now as per new drug clinical new rules. If suppose within 13 days sponsor is not getting any response from the regulatory authority, so in that case it has been mentioned you will get a automatic approval. So in that case you can start a trial, but you have to be informed the regulatory authorities, central licensing authorities, that is CDSCO, to initiate a clinical trial. So that information you have to be put into a clinical trial 04A form. CT05 is the application for grant of permission to conduct, if you would like to conduct a bioavailability or bioequivalence studies, and fees for it this is 2 lakhs. And CT06 is the grant of permissions that if you get a permission from the regulatory authority, then you will get in a CT06. So that's why this grant of permissions, you should not, there is no fees, but when you are applying for a grant of permission, there is a difference. Applications for the grant, sorry for this typographical error, application for the grant of permissions. So when you will get a permission, so that you will get in a CT06. That like that CT07 is the grant of permission to conduct bioavailability or bioequivalence studies, and application for grant of permissions you have to pay the fees, and that is CT05. CT08 is application for registration or renewal of your bioavailability or bioequivalence study center. If you would like to open these centers, then you have to be pay along with the application 5 lakhs fees. CT09 is the form in which you will get a grant of your bioavailability or bioequivalence centers. CT010 is the application for grant of permission to manufacture new drug for clinical trial or bioavailability or bioequivalence, and its fees is 5,000 per product. Permission you will get in the CT11, and CT12 is the application to manufacture unapproved API, that is 5,000 per product. So these are the different forms as per new drugs and clinical trial and used for specific purposes. So you have to know how much fees you have to be paid. And some important points related to this NDCT is for new drugs discovered in India. You have to conduct a phase 1 clinical trial, but for a new drugs approved outside in India, phase 3 trial is mandatory. But again it varies case to case, and it can be waived off also, particularly in the life threatening conditions or orphan drugs. These phase 3 trials can be waived off also. So in the next lectures we will discuss about clinical trials of phytopharmaceuticals as per NDCT, new drugs and clinical trial rules. Thank you.